this lesson will be on keyboard awareness so that you can become familiar with the keyboard of the piano and be able to know exactly what the names of the notes are and the keys are on the piano. So first I want to look at just the white keys, so ignore the black keys for now. The white keys all have names, the black keys do as well, but we'll look at the white keys first. And if you just look at the left side of the piano, the very far end, this is called A. And the notes go up from A through G, so A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then it starts back over at A. And the way you know that it starts back over after G is if you listen, all the A's sound similar. They're just a little higher or lower than each other. At the same pitch. These are both A's. They don't sound the same. These don't sound the same, A and G. So you know you've started over at A once you get to the one that sounds like the next note. Those are the names of the white keys on the piano. So one of the most common key signatures that you'll use, or one of the most common sounds that you'll have for music is called major C. And major C uses only the white keys. So how we know major C is, let's find C first of all. A, B, C. Those all sound like C's. These are the C's on the piano. Another way of finding C is if you now look at the black keys. Okay, let's look at the black keys. And if you notice, the black keys are mostly in sets of 3s and 2s. 3, 2, 3, 2. So first let's find all the sets of 3 and play those. And actually this one down here is the top of a set of 3 as well. Then let's find all the sets of 2 black keys. So here's 2 together. If you're having a hard time seeing where the sets are of the 2s and 3s, just look, they're separated a little bit by 2 white keys. There's a little bit of a break. See if you notice right here, there's not a black key in between, but between these 2 white keys, there's a black key, black key, black key, and there's a little space right here. So middle C is at the bottom of the 2 black keys, or every C is the bottom of 2 black keys. So if you find 2 black keys together, C is going to be right below them. Etc. And middle C is the middle C on the piano. So basically you just look at the middle of your keyboard, find the 2 black keys that are right there, and that's the C, that's middle C. Another way of finding middle C is if you look for the name on the piano. This one's a Yamaha, just look for the name, and find the set of 2 black keys that's right by the name, and there's your middle C. Now you know the names of the keys on the piano. Now we're going to talk a little bit about your fingers. Your fingers are obviously shaped very differently. Sometimes you have thumbs, and those are really short and small, and then you have fingers that are each different lengths. But when you're playing piano, your fingers have names. Your thumb on your right hand is your 1 finger. Actually, your thumb on both hands are your 1 fingers. And your index fingers are your 2. Your middle finger is your 3. Ring finger is your 4. And pinky is your 5. So test that for yourself and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. An exercise you can do is put your hands like this and try to pull out each of those fingers. So pull out your 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can quiz yourself a little bit by saying, okay, let's do the number 4s, and let's pull out your 4s. Let's do your 1s. Let's do your 5s next. Let's do your 3s. Try testing yourself so you can get used to remembering which finger is which. And then after that, once you're more comfortable with all the fingers, try doing them separately, left hand and right hand. So which one is your left 2 finger? That's that one right there. What about your right 4 finger? That's that one right there. Now put them together and do the same thing. Your left 2 finger, your right 4 finger. And the reason it's important to know the fingers, the numbers of the fingers, is for fingering on the piano. When you get to more complicated piano pieces, you actually will really need to know what your finger numbers are so that you can play it the most comfortably. Your hand is not shaped with them all the same length. Your fingers aren't all, that same length. If they were, playing piano would be a really different experience. But because they're not, you have to know your finger names so that you can do different things with your fingers. So for example, if you want to be able to reach a black key, you don't usually use your thumb to hit the black key. You can sometimes, but you don't usually because it's so short. What you'll usually do is you'll use one of the longer fingers, your pointer fingers. So it helps to know which number finger that they are going to be. So what I want you to do now, for your first time actually really playing the piano, is find middle C. Remember, you find the name on the piano, the 2 black keys below, and put your right 1 on it. And then put the other fingers on each of the white keys above it. C, D, E, F, and G. Then I want you to take your left 5 and find the next C down. Put your 5 finger there, and then your other finger is right above that. Okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to test your right hand is going to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And what your left hand is going to do is it's actually going to do the mirror opposite. So it's going to sound the same, but instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So try to do that several times. At whatever speed you need to. If your fingers are sluggish and you don't feel like they can play it that fast, that is completely fine. It takes a lot of years of practice to be able to play quickly. So that's just fine if you have to play it this slowly. What I want you to do is I want you every single day to go through this and to play them. And it'll strengthen your fingers. It'll help your fingers be able to think independently. And when you're feeling really brave, I want you to try to do them together. It's going to be a little difficult because only your 3s are the same fingers. At the other time, your 2 and 4 are playing together, your 4 and 2 are playing together, your 1 and 5, your 5 and your 1. But they'll get there. As you keep working on it, they'll get there. So just keep practicing. Now you know what the keyboard is set up like. Remember, this is A, and then you go up to B, C, D, E, F, G, and then you start back over A, B, C, D, E, F, G. We'll get to the names of the black notes a little bit later. But there's your lesson on keyboard awareness, on your fingering, and I want you to practice this. This will be for strengthening your fingers. It's a really good finger training exercise. So there's the end of that lesson.